Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you can hear me okay. Please chime in on the chat. Anybody that is here, I want to thank you so much for coming down on this Sunday afternoon, day after the 4th of July. I've got my microphone going on. I'm told to check my volume. I'm going to just, Rachel, I'm assuming you say I need to come up. If that is the case, I can certainly do that. Oh, no audio. Okay, well, is anybody else hearing audio? Because apparently Rachel is not. And that is a problem, especially when you're doing music. Can you hear me now, Rachel? Is there still an issue? Okay, I'm going to trust. I think I can see. I'm going to go to my own Facebook. Sorry, you guys. Okay, good. Vanessa can hear. Thank you so much. That's great. I appreciate that. All right. Well, we're going to have a wonderful little afternoon of music. Not a lot of tunes, but a lot of sweet and tasty tunes. I want to welcome you guys here. Raquel, thank you for being here. Vanessa says she can hear me. That's great. Michael says I can hear you. That's wonderful. And so I'm going to start off this afternoon by doing. We'll do 5 songs today. Is it 5 or is it 6? I think it might be 6. And the first one I'm going to do is from a band called Spiral Gyra. It's called Catching the Sun. Now, for those of you who may be joining me now or maybe watching this later, my name is Victor Cajiao, and I am living in South Dakota. My wife and I retired here several years ago, originally from the Los Angeles area where I grew up and played music most of my life in different bands, Phoenix, which a lot of the members sometimes join here, and so on. And now I am retired, and I just love doing all things media. I had a podcast for a lot of years back in mid-2007s. I just got a notice from Facebook saying my stream quality just got updated, so probably better. And then in 2014 or so, I kind of disappeared from the web. Well, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm going to do music, and I'm going to be doing some other things on my different channels. You can reach me in all of the different places as Victor Cajiao, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I'm in all of them, pretty much all of them. And if you like what you hear, please let others know. All right. Well, I think we've been here long enough. My wife is... Oh, my wife's getting a spinning beach ball. Well, I hate when that happens on the Mac. Anyways, I want to thank Rachel for being here, Vanessa, my cousin Vanessa, Raquel, my sister, Michael Ehrman, who is always around and supportive. I appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate you signing up. Everyone who's giving me hearts and thumbs up, that's wonderful. Well, let's get right to the music and start with the first tune, which is Catching the Sun. You're going to be seeing me do a couple of things just so you know what I'm doing. If I reach over here, I'm turning down the microphone. And then I've got a couple of different camera angles, this one and this one, so you can see me from the side. And so, all right, that being said, let's get going with some music. All right. Thank you so much. That was Catching the Sun by Spyro Gyra. Thank you for being here. Raquel, Michael, Vanessa, Rachel, my wife Mary, who I is watching me and thinks it sounds great. So hey, that's all that counts. She's a really good judge of that stuff. Again, if the first time here, please subscribe. I can be found everywhere on the interwebs, and I would love to have you be a part of my social. Don't be shy. Just subscribe there at Victor Cajiao in any of the services. Usually, after I do these, I post them on YouTube as well, and so it's an easy way to do that. All right, let's continue with some music. The next song I'm going to do is something inspired by probably, geez, all the times I watch my son watching this stuff, which is really neat. And that was Sesame Street. And this is a Kermit song. I mean, how can you go wrong with a Kermit song? A beautiful ballad, but I think it was Rachel that recently sent me a video of this being played at the funeral of Jim Henson, and I thought, oh wow, this is a really cool tune. So let's make it happen. Hey, Elroy, it's great to see you here, buddy. This is Elroy. He's an old buddy from Corona, California, where we used to live. And Connie Harris, thank you for being here as well. All right, this is pretty simple. It's called "It's Not Easy Being Green."
I'm green, it'll do fine. It's beautiful. And I think it's what I want to be.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy being green. And trust me, I feel green a lot of times. But you know what? Being green is special. And I think that's pretty darn cool, if you ask me. Yeah, I hope you guys have had a wonderful 4th of July weekend, have spent some time with your families and with your loved ones, and have taken the time to, you know, reflect on the goodness. Like I put in my Facebook post today, let's reflect on the fact that we live in a nation where we can vote. So freely use your voting power in November, whichever way you go, and we can change democracy anytime we like it or we don't like it. And it's wonderful. I am an immigrant. I came from Cuba, back in 1968, and I'm a proud, proud American. One of the happiest days of my life was when I got my citizenship in 1986. So I'm very, very proud to be an American, and because this is the country where you can do just anything you want, and that's pretty special. All right, let's get back to the music. I'm going to do something now by another one of my favorite groups. Now, if you haven't caught on, I like playing songs that were like popular vocally and so on and so forth and transcribing them for the saxophone because, even though I've been playing saxophone like for 40 years, I was never like a super technical, beboppy, jazzy. It's just not me. So I like to play from here, and I like to play songs that I enjoy. This is a song I've always enjoyed, and it's from a group called Toto, and it's called Africa. All right, that was Africa. Thank you guys for coming along. I really appreciate it. Doug Ferguson, welcome. Alex Bingham, my nephew, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, as you saw in that beginning of that song, this is live because I made several clams. Clams are like mistakes. But that's just life. That's just music. It's like anything in life, you cannot ever get better. I don't care how long you've been playing unless you're willing to work through those things. And you can either go on and then continue to do the best performance you can, or you can freak out and go, oh my God, I messed up. Don't do that. Whether you're young or whatever it is. The point is that you're out here and I'm out here sharing something with you. That to me, especially right now during the corona and all that crazy stuff that's going on, really, really important. All right. So, Connie, you're Raquel's neighbor. Well, lucky you. Hopefully you get to share in some of those martinis. My wife was saying that, Rocky, you must really like olives, or John just likes to make them with a lot of olives. So I don't know which one of those it is. All right. This next song is a James Taylor song. And this song, the first time I heard it, I think it was, I was really inspired because it had, and that's David Sanborn. And he played a wonderful solo on the James Taylor version of this. And so I figured, hey, let's do a saxophone version of it because it's a very cool song. It's called How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. Thanks for all the hearts, 41 hearts, 44 smiles, 33 thumbs up. Thank you guys. This live streaming stuff, you really have to make sure that you guys know I really appreciate you showing up because you got stuff to do, but you're here. So how sweet it is to be loved by you. Jim Henry. Hey, Jim. I went to high school with Jim, and he's right. There's a bunch of really talented people that came out of Buena Park High School, including my best friend, Joe Christina. If you came early and were listening during the waiting music, that was the first cut from our CD, Surrender, which Joe and I wrote and performed, and Joe did all the arrangements. And yeah, there's a bunch of great musicians from 1977 class of Buena Park High. Jim, great to see you here. All right, here comes some James Taylor. All right, definitely channeling Mr. David Stamborn on that one. Thank you so much. Thank you for the very nice thoughts. You know what, Connie, I don't know you, but my sister will tell you that, yep, I play it from the soul. It's the only way I know how to do it. I'm very thankful for some very, very early on teachers that I had. Barry Streeter was my saxophone teacher in high school. And he told me that I needed to have control and I needed to have a great sound. And that was really the foundation. And thank goodness I listened to that advice. There was plenty of other advice that I didn't listen to during that time. But I did listen to that particular advice, and I'm really, really glad I did. As you can tell, when I'm doing stuff, I can put your comments up on the screen. I'm using a program called Ecamm Live. So let's get nerdy just for a minute here, just to let you know what I'm doing. I have basically two cameras set up. I have a camera right in front of me, which is a Blackmagic Pocket 4K camera, and it's a wonderful camera. And then here on the side, right on this camera here, I have a Lumix G7. So in between those things, you'll see that I can do a transition, and that's being done because I have a switcher, which is a camera switcher called an A10 Mini, and that's what I'm using there. And then the software is Ecamm Live, and for those of you on Macs, I did like the lower thirds, like all the words that you see in the bottom, or the timers, or if I want to tell you about my social links, I can go here. All of that is just done in Keynote. Pretty easy stuff. So it works really well, and if you have something to say to people, don't hesitate. Get on one of these live streaming platforms. It'll cost you some money, but you'll be able to really enjoy it. I know I'm enjoying sharing this stuff with you, and so that's wonderful. All right, more music. All right, we're going to do something from another group that I have always loved, Hall & Oates. And this is a very, very great song called Sarah Smile. All right. Isn't that a great song? Gosh, I wish I could sing, but I can't. I can't sing my way out of a paper bag. I have to be honest with you guys. Hold on. My wife just said something. I don't know what she said. What'd you say, Mary? All right. Well, must have not been that important. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me okay. There's one more. I can't believe this time has gone by so fast, but it has. And so, Alex, I think it's a great idea to use Twitch. I hear that my son Jonathan told me that I should go on Twitch, and I was like, "Gosh, isn't Twitch for younger people?" You know, I'm an old dude, but you know, apparently his message was that you know. No, that's not true. That I would probably do just fine on Twitch, and that I would probably be liked. What my wife was saying, for those of you wondering, was her computer keeps spinning. It's probably because I'm streaming and I'm taking up all of our bandwidth. So, honey, I'm sorry if that's the case. All right, we're going to do one more. And the last one is going to be something by Larry Carlton. Again, if you guys like what you heard, please subscribe. Want to make sure that you guys know how to get a hold of me on Facebook, on YouTube. It's all Victor Cajiao. It's a hard name, but I'm easy to find on the webs if you just spell out that name. Also, if you guys follow me on Facebook or any of those, let me know if you wanted me to do some certain tunes. I'd like to do a couple of Steely Dans. They're really hard, so I'm going to work a couple of those up because they're like my favorite band in the world. But I'm going to leave you with this one by Larry Carlton, and it's very pretty song called Smiles and Smiles to Go. Thank you so much. Stick around for this last one till the bitter end. Put some comments. Let folks know this will be up so you can watch it later. It'll also be up on YouTube probably within the hour. All right, here we go. Smiles and Miles to Go. All right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys being here. Mickey, oh my God, I don't even know what time it must be. We're in the Philippines where you're at. Chris Fitzky, also thank you. All my buddies from Office Hours every morning, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Go check it out over at YouTube. And Office Hours is wonderful. Very geeky if you want to learn stuff about stuff. All right. My name again is Victor. Be found in all the social places. Please let your friends know, let your enemies know if they like saxophone music, if they like somebody just enjoying what they do. And these times, it's not always easy to do that. Again, send me your suggestions for music that you'd like to hear. And as always, if you have a need for music, original music, jingles, stingers, whatever it happens to be, that's my jam. That's something that I can do. Film background music, all that kind of stuff is something that I can help you with. So contact me personally and I'll be more than happy to indulge you there. So until the very next time, which will probably be a couple of weeks, and I learn some new tunes for you guys, have a wonderful rest of your Sunday afternoon. Take care.